Hey, Carrie Sotala here with Wild Fig Marketing. A funny story to share with you. For those of you that are parents or have been parents, you know when your kids are younger, a lot of times you're lacking sleep, your schedule's all out of whack, and you do some kind of crazy things, or maybe it's just me. But when I had a big event that I was supposed to present. I was running the event amongst my peers at the time, and my boys are 21 months apart. So at the time they were probably about 2 and 4. And living in Minnesota, it's cold. It was winter time. I was running them back and forth, and I had to put them in their snowsuits in order to get them in their car seats. And if you've ever seen the Christmas Story, the movie when the kids, he's got, all of his arms, he's in his snowsuit and he falls over. That's kind of what the kids look like, little abominable snowmen. So I get them in their chairs or in their car, and I'm running back and forth, and I get in my car and I start driving them to daycare. And about halfway there, I noticed that I didn't have a jacket on, and it was probably about 20 degrees below zero. Kudos to me. And then secondly, I was like, why are my feet so warm? Like normally in heels, they're not really warm, especially during the winter months. And I looked down, of course, while I was stopped at a stoplight, and noticed that I'm wearing my black fuzzy Crocs. And they're not just like the regular Crocs, they're like the Crocs with like the mammoth stuffing, right? And I have a suit on. And I'm just absolutely stunned. Like, what in the world am I going to do? Like, how can I fix this? Of course, I don't have enough time to go back home and change my shoes. And so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna embrace this. I got 20 minutes to figure out how I can wind this into my presentation. And I got there, I did my presentation, it went great. People thought it was super funny. I brought it up right up at the beginning. And when I was thinking about that story today, I've also done the deal where you've worn 2 different shoes before, 2 different colors. But side note, when I was thinking about that story, I use that as an example for following up. Oftentimes, if we have an event or we send out a promotional email, and we're so excited, we're hoping we're going to get a great return, and maybe it's not quite what you expected. One thing to think about is the people that attended your event or the people that read your email or your newsletter that day or that promotional email. Maybe they had a black fuzzy Croc kind of day where they were so consumed by the fact that they were wearing black fuzzy Crocs with their suit that they weren't really in the right mindset to think about buying your product or service. So when it comes to following up, I want you to think about that. It's not until someone says no, there's still an opportunity there. So make sure you are following up and doing it frequently.